dug all this overgrown brush, and I'm not sure what this plant is, but I cut out a lot of this. 5-leaf, and it's got prickers on it. I was going to look up the name before I did this video, and I forgot because there's something else that I was meaning to do this video for. But I can figure that one out. It is a 5-leaf, so they say 5, let it thrive, 3, let it be. 3 is like your poison ivies and stuff like that. Not sure what this is either. Growing, I cleared out around it. I don't know if it's a good plant, a good tree or what. Until I find out, I'm going to leave it. And this is a honeysuckle. And I think I saved it. So I pulled out as much as I could by the roots of everything growing in there. There's some myrtle, which is fine. That's just a ground cover. But yeah, that's a honeysuckle. And honeysuckle is a very, very pleasant smelling plant. And then this I cleaned out. This is hyacinth. No, it isn't. Sorry. It's for Cynthia. And there's a lot of that in there. I took some out and just cleared it up. It's just overcrowded. Grapevine, and then there's a locust. It's a crappy, horrible locust thing. I mean, look at the way this branch, I cut off with my my big lopper pruner things, and got some of it. But look at the way this grows. And then it had a branch coming out there. I cut that off. And then it goes in there and is attached finally to the limb of the tree. And I went over and visited my neighbor today because I saw his wife out. So I went over and introduced myself to her, and her name is Judy. Very nice lady. It was funny because when we both had gloves on, I went to take my glove off and she had a glove on too. We were both like, So anyway, so I asked him, I said, "You got a chainsaw?" And he goes, "For what?" Oh, well, I was over there. He was getting rid of some of this. I'll show you really quick. She says, "Yeah, he's going to be taking this down off the deck. We don't want it anymore." I said, "Well, maybe I can repurpose it. Maybe I can have my cucumbers or something go up on, the lattice of that. I'll figure that out." There's my 2. I'm gonna be working on them this week and this weekend, getting some crops in there. And I think what I'll do is, because I have container planters, that maybe I'll just set them on there for this year and just, grow a few things in there. I've got a whole bunch that can go in containers, and I'll just take care of them on that. So I'll see. But what I was so excited about, well, this is, I already took 5 wheelbarrows. That very high. Can't even see the wheelbarrows. So I took 5 loads of stuff from there already. I got another pile there, small one here, and clearing out. But what I was excited about is these. These are bluebells. This is the bluebell plant. It's from British Islands. What else is in there? I just noticed this. A vase. I struck the jackpot. That's kind of cool. Huh. Yeah. I like glass vases. So anyway, so I just Googled that because I was like, what is that? I love I'll get up close. I love the little bell-shaped. And in folklore, I just got done getting off line on, in folklore, it's called the fairy flower. And I thought that was kind of neat, because I did those fairy gardens, so I think it brought the May fairy flowers for my fairies in the fairy garden. But they're all, and then this is goldenrod, which I'm going to leave that. I want to leave some wild habitat in here. But I do want to eventually clean this out. And, so then next year when the forsythias come out, they have a better chance of coming, blooming. They were all blooming pretty good, but they've gotten overtaken. So anyway, I started to say, so when my neighbor brought me the lattice, after meeting his wife and us visiting for a while, all of a sudden I heard him drive over on his lawnmower to bring me that. And then I asked him, I said, hey, you got a chainsaw? And he goes, yeah, what, for where? And I said, to get that locust out. I said, I've got a handsaw. But, and it's not, you can see the trunk of it. It's maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 inch, diameter tree. I could probably handsaw it. But a chainsaw, I could get a couple more things. But I am not, I really am not a chainsaw girl. He'd probably say, if you start it, you can use it. But I would like to learn. So he said he would, he was gonna, it's getting around dinner time. He was probably got to go eat and stuff. I said, oh no, he goes, I'd be glad to, come over and get it. He said maybe the next day or tomorrow. And he goes, and we'll get that one out too while we're at it. So there's another couple locusts. Now, yeah, they're good for nothing. They just grow like stupid. There's a stupid, whatever it is, tree overtaking. So that's what I was doing today. After work, I decided to clean this up a little bit. I was just gonna clean up around the edge, like the perimeter, and next thing you know, I just started, just really, and then I realized this was a hyacinth, or a honeysuckle, and I thought, oh, that's a sweet thing. So I started clearing out around that, and just kind of doing it also as a favor for my mom. She would love to have this cleaned out. And because I've gotten pretty far, I got the lawn mowed yesterday. As a matter of fact, finally it was really, really, really high. So that's looking good. And I'm calling it quits. It's dinner time. I'm going to go get myself something to eat. And was just so excited and thought I would share my bluebells with you guys. So there's all kinds of other stuff I need to clean out. Was working on this for a couple hours. And there's some back in here. So they're like a periwinkle, you know, like a purple lavender, a little bit of a pinkish on that, a little bit of a pink color, and the white, and yeah, so I'm gonna, of course, save them. I don't know how easy they are to transplant. I don't think they are. I know they're like tubular runners, bulbs, and it might be a real pain. But if I clean this all out, maybe, you know, edge it or something, I can protect them, keep them growing. And like I said, they're a Mayflower, and they're very, it's like, it said it's like the first great pollinator for the bees and butterflies for the spring season. So there's your bluebells, and I'm gonna put, this is a broken post that used to have a cute little light, solar light on it. I don't know what happened, but I want to replace it, put a little solar light on it maybe. But I just kind of put that there as a marker. So if Mom comes out here and decides to mow, she don't mow them down. But I brought her out here and showed her. And some goldenrod. I think I already said that. Very beneficial. And that'll be pretty yellow come fall, you know, end of spring or end of summer, starting fall. And who knows what else I'll find in there, right? There's a pen. A pen and some kind of cap thing, and just stuff that got blown in here year after year. This has not been, Mom's like, oh my gosh, that's a hill. She thought it was like level, and then that was just all, you know, brush that high. But it does steep up. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of brush, but it's, you know, on a hill. So, yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. Very excited. This area ain't quite as bad. So, within the next week or two or whatever, that's what I'll be doing. And then that's a dead, broken, big size branch that probably should come out. That's a dead tree there. Dead. I don't see no woodpeckers. But there's a locust, another locust, 3, 4, there's 2 together, and then that gnarly one. And then I pulled out all kinds of grapevine, which is not fun. I mean, yeah, there's I think worse right in the area that I'm at. And so I'll have to do a video when this is done. And then I think I'm going to save this for tomorrow after work and haul that up and away, up in there somewhere. Pick that up, calling it a night. And then after I'm done with this edging, there's some more. There's so much of this, whatever this is. I'm almost wondering if it's a, sounds weird. I know there's a plant called bugbane, and that, it'd be funny if that was it. It would be the bane of my existence, because that stuff is prickly. It's worse than a rose bush, and that's just a good 10-12 foot circle of that. But I definitely wanna, this is where I'm gonna be working. A lot of creeping myrtle in there. And I just want to make it easy enough to just have a path and then clear out just the center and have the, little fire pit there. And lots of trees need to come down for sure. The maples from that monster maple tree right there. I mean, there's so many little tiny maple trees coming in. I got to get them before like this one. I could probably, I think I'll talk to the neighbor. They're very, very nice couple. Maybe I can, hire him to take some of these maples that are overcrowding. And there's one over there leaning behind whatever tree that is. That's not a maple. That one's not a maple, but this one right there leaning behind it is it's like real close to my entry stairway deck to the upstairs, and it's pretty much, very close to the roof. I don't like the idea that it's leaning and it's so close to the house. But so that'll be done next. So stay tuned and you'll see this place come alive and get back in order. There's my deck. We brought the grill out yesterday. And maybe when I get home from work, we'll cook on the grill. I didn't feel like it today. And we ended up eating out. Just went and got some chicken already done from the Chinese fried, and it was good. So, well, thanks for watching, guys. I got so excited about my bluebells for the fairies that I just wanted to share it with you before they are out of bloom. So until next time, you all have a great evening, and live well, laugh often, and love much. Bye.